Hello there, my darling dragon friends. My name is Ariel. I am the Sassy Dragon, and today we're going to be talking about the classic fragrance from Yves Saint Laurent, the original Opium. This is not truly the original Opium because the real original Opium started in 1977, which is amazing. So this one apparently is the reformulation or the revamp that, according to Fragrantica, was done in 2009. Now, if this is newer, because this is a pretty new bottle that I got from Sephora, let me know, because if not, I may update the video. But this one is the 2009 formulation as far as I know. And so it's not going to be exactly the same. I've read a lot of comments about this fragrance because I do not have a personal history with it. It's not one that I had or experienced in the old days. So I really don't know how that one was, but a lot of people have said that the new reformulation just simply is not as rich. It's not as, strong. It doesn't have as much projection and longevity, which isn't a surprise because that unfortunately does seem to be the way many fragrances are going, and they are not as strong in the reformulation. So the box is really cute. It's it's just a really nice little classic perfume box, and then we have the gold stopper and the top, on there, the cap. I really like the way the glass feels. It's almost like a frosted kind of warm ambery color with the little window right in the center. I do know that this one is not anything like the Black Opium series, which is a very sweet, kind of vanillic coffee floral. So this has nothing to do with that one. I'll go ahead and get this one on here. Now the top notes on this fragrance are mandarin orange, bergamot, lily of the valley. The middle notes are myrrh and jasmine. The base notes are opopanax, amber, patchouli, vanilla. So it really has a resinous smell. I can already smell it. Wow, yes. To me, that smells like classic older perfumery. It has that thing about it. I can't even quite put a word to it. It's it does make me think of the 70s. It really does. It totally has that like 70s, 80s strong kind of classic. I feel like I remember smelling something like this when I was a kid somewhere. It really has this thing. I think a lot of people would say that, in today's world that this is pretty old-fashioned in a lot of respects. Or they would say it smells like an old lady. Of course, I always joke that, if an old lady smells like Opium or Chanel No. 5, then she's a glamorous old lady. Leave her alone. It doesn't mean that young people can't wear them too. There's something really spicy about this one. I like the resinous quality of it. Definitely genderless. Anyone could wear this fragrance, in my opinion. Because it just has like a classic perfume smell. It's definitely bold. It's resinous, spicy, warm. Even though it has the patchouli, it does not smell super earthy or dirty to me. It's more spicy. And you know what's so funny about this? The more that I smell it, it reminds me of I'm in one of my other jobs that I do in my life is I'm an astrologer and a tarot card reader, and I've worked in new age bookstores and metaphysical shops before where they sell a lot of incense, and they have a lot of candles and those kind of fragrances. And this reminds me of those kind of shops. It reminds me of a new age bookstore. Which is really funny. It just has that it is almost smoky, but not quite. It's more fresh than smoky, but it has a smoky kind of quality. Like smelling fresh incense before it gets burned. It just has that fragrance to it. When it comes to the top notes, the mandarin orange, the bergamot, the lily of the valley, it's honestly hard for me to pick up on those. It does not, to me, have a super citrusy scent. Lily of the Valley to me is a very specific sort of floral. And it may just be that the spicier, more resiny kind of notes in this overpower that because they are very strong. You know, that myrrh is... This is the kind of fragrance, I don't know if I would wear it myself because it's kind of specific. And it's a little like more strong and perfumey and spicy and like woo, you know, than I would want for myself. But this would be something that would be so nice to like smell in somebody's house. If they made a candle or even like an incense that smelled like this, because it has that smell that's like all those things combined together. It's like just one incense wouldn't smell like this. That's why it smells like the whole gift shop that sells all the incense, all the candles. It's like walking into that and it's like, oh my goodness. And so that's probably why, you know, some of those more floral or citrus scents are kind of just getting absorbed into the whole of it. Definitely, I like that. You know, I really enjoy this, especially in the cold months. I don't like to attach seasons to perfumes necessarily, but I would say that this would be a really nice one, you know, for colder months because it has that warm, spicy, it's very classic smelling. I feel like, especially on a guy, this would smell so good. Like this would just be a perfect like fragrance for men, especially if you don't want to do like the same old thing, you know? I would probably spray this lightly because it is a powerhouse to me. I can't even imagine how strong and powerful the original Opium must have been, because this one is very strong as it is. But it totally is. It's incense, it's candles. There is, as it dries down, I can definitely pick up a little bit more on the floral. The jasmine is definitely in there, in the middle. But this is a really nice one. It's definitely not for everybody, but it's really unique. I love that just pretty much anyone could wear this. Just, you know, it's really dependent on your preference, but I always say that about perfume anyway. The only rule is that you like it and enjoy it for yourself. But I really like this one. I don't know that I would wear it personally on myself, but I like the smell of it, if that makes sense. So yeah, if you're interested in warm, spicy, resinous kind of fragrances that are kind of, you know, non-gender specific, and especially if you want something for like those colder nights, it's like spicy, warm, I could see this drying down really, really nice. I can see why it's still made even to this day, even with the reformulation. So yeah, give this one a try if that sounds like your thing. And leave your comments below. I always love to hear what you personally think of any fragrance, or if there's fragrances you would like me to review in the future. Take care, everybody, and I will see you again very soon.